original.
Hello and welcome to Web Crawlers. This is our mini mailbag episode. I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And I'm producer Maria.
Okay. We are going to be playing your voicemails, reading your emails, and talking all about you in this episode. And again, thank you to everyone who attended our Web Crawlers live. It was one of the best yet, I think.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
It really, honestly, I laughed, I cried, I got scared. It was the best. And some new callers this time who really killed it.
Yeah, they really did.
I love how people are getting together to make dinner and just watch Web Crawlers live.
Yeah, it's really the best. We love you guys very much.
It makes me feel sad that I'm not invited, actually.
I know. I wish that I had a podcast that I like so much that I wanted to get together to my friends to call in.
I know, but even if I did have that, I don't think any of my friends would even invite me to do that.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, Melissa and I, when we get together to call in to the alarmist, we don't invite you. Anyway, should we start with some voicemails?
Sure. Okay, let's see what we got in the old voicemail vault.
Hi, web crawlers. This is Sarah, the one who's getting a master's
Sarah.
degree. I just want to say
Sarah.
I love you guys so much. My love never dies. I think about y'all as if you're my friends and family because you have made this incredible community, and I'm so thankful for y'all. That's my southern accent I get because my sister lives in Savannah, and yeah, I talked to her on the phone, and now I pretend like I'm from Savannah. Anyways, shout out to Jack who called in with a great voice. Your town in Washington sounds amazing and murderous and romantic, and I would love to come visit and hang out. Just the offer stands. Anyways, hang on, let me look this up really quick. I wanted to tell you guys about this case that this girl had been posting about on TikTok. The victim's name is Alyssa Turney. She disappeared in 2001 when she was 17, and her sister Sarah Turney has been posting about it on TikTok for at least in 2020. She basically accused her stepfather, who is her older sister Alyssa's father, of her disappearance, and would post old home videos on TikTok, recorded conversations that she had with her father she put on YouTube. So I thought this would be really interesting. Woman who's posting, Sarah, she was 12 years old at the time when her older sister Alyssa disappeared in 2001. It's interesting she was using social media now to make something happen with the case, and it's her own stepfather who she's accusing. So I thought that would be just maybe a really interesting thing for you guys to delve into and crawl the web on. Okay, I love you guys. I hope you're all safe and healthy out there and not too hot. Just can breathe. Love you. Bye.
Yeah.
Sarah. Yeah, there's Alyssa Turney is a famous, missing murdered case, and her sister, which I'm currently listening to. Her sister has a podcast out where because her dad recorded everything.
Oh shit, really?
He was obsessive recorder, and so she's playing all these tapes from their childhood. It's wild.
Oh shit.
So yeah, we should probably do a little episode on that, but it's crazy. Here's another voicemail.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. Okay, girls. So my friend Anna, we both live in Jackson, Mississippi, in this little neighborhood called Bellhaven, and most of the houses are from the 1930s and 40s. And so she was having coffee in her back porch 3 weeks ago, and she looked up, and there's this 50-year-old woman in a long white gown with dark brown hair just walking around her courtyard. And Anna was just like, oh my God, there's someone in my yard. And like blinked and she was gone. So fast forward to like last week, Anna has this like guest house Airbnb, and she had these 2 ladies coming to stay. And like with COVID and everything, like she's like going above and beyond to make sure everything's like clean and sanitized. And so the bottom, there's like a queen bed and there's a loft. And so she like made the beds and everything like super nice. It was great. So the people like came and went. They left a review and they're like, everything was fine, blah, blah. And then the girl emailed Anna and she was like, hey, I didn't want to like publicly say this, but like the loft had like clearly been slept in, and like the fan was on the ground. Like there was books everywhere. And like, I just wanted you to be aware, like, so that it wouldn't happen again. And Anna went up there and like the bed was like completely destroyed. Like someone had clearly been like going to town in there, like just completely wrecked. Like the fan that she has propped up was just on the ground. Like it was just completely wrecked. And Anna was like, literally no one has been in there. And then they like checked all their security cameras. Nothing. Like have no idea unless it was that ghost lady, which I think is just like so crazy. Anyways, love y'all. Bye.
Oh,
holy
It
shit.
sounds like it wasn't a ghost lady. It sounds like it was just a lady.
a crazy lady went
It's a
in
human
there.
being.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which is scary.
I think so. I think a real person broke into your Airbnb.
Yeah.
One of the funniest, maybe the only funny episode of the Mindy Project is when she forgets how messy she left her apartment, and she comes home one day and she's like, who robbed me? And then it's just she left her apartment super messy.
That's relatable. Okay, here's another voicemail.
This message is for the web crawlers. I have a reply to the pee is stored in the balls. I just
Fantastic.
have to say, sharks are smooth. Bye.
Sharks are smooth.
This is like a riddle. Allie, what does it mean?
Well, I could tell you, but I don't know if you're ready for it yet.
Ugh.
Yeah, tell me.
I actually don't know what that means. Let's look. Sharks? Okay. Sharks are smooth as hell.
They are.
The person who discovered sharks. Okay. No.
The person who discovered sharks.
Artist refuses to admit his mistake in a comic about sharks, hilariously trolls everyone who tries to prove him wrong.
Huh?
Well, I think we leave this up to the listeners to figure out what this call meant.
There's a lot of articles on it. So something, artist did some sort of cartoon and made a typo in the cartoon, and now everyone on the internet's making fun of him.
Okay.
Aww. And does it have to do with pee getting stored in the balls?
No.
All right. Well, if anyone can get to the bottom of this.
Let us know. Okay, interesting. Well, next voicemail.
Hello. This here message is for the web crawlers.
Hi, Jeb.
Web.
Jim. I just finished listening to your episode there about them there people chipping themselves. Just open up the door. What? I mean, why are you chipping yourself? Just get. It don't make sense to me.
Chipping yourself.
And
Oh, chips. Yeah.
I have a question. How come our president is worried about all these teenagers doing dances on the TikToks, but he ain't worried about the Swedes chipping themselves? What? I mean, I never thought I'd say this here, though.
Oh, no.
I agree with Maria that the only way that they should be chipped is if it can help them medically.
Thank you, Jeb.
All right, then.
All
I
right.
love your show.
All right, Jeb.
Hi, Allie.
Hi.
Bye.
Oh, my God.
That's nice.
Wait, he said hi to me right
said hi,
after
Allie.
I said hi to him.
Oh my God, you're right. I didn't even notice that.
I have chills. I said, all right, Jeb. And then he said, hi, Allie.
Wow.
That's like interdimension
That felt-
stuff. You like went to the past and like you knew he was about to talk to you.
have chills right now. That was like, whoa.
I've never heard Jeb so upset.
I have.
He doesn't like chipping. People who are chipping themselves. He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a voicemail.
This is for the web crawlers. This is Savannah from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Hi.
I was just calling. I have like a bunch of like haunting-ish kind of stories from my childhood home that I've never really talked about, but we just sold the house, so I thought it was kind of fitting.
Yeah.
Basically, just a bunch of stuff has happened. Small things like one time my mom had like a full glass of water and it just shattered into a million pieces, like didn't fall off of anything, just shattered. And we're like, okay, like that could be some like weird like atmospheric pressure thing. Who knows?
No.
No, girl.
You're not in space. What?
A whole, like shelf in our refrigerator fell and everything that was glass like on the shelf broke. Which sounds like not that bad, but the shelf is like really hard to take off. Like I don't know how to explain it, but whatever. My mom spent like the whole night cleaning up all this mess from all the stuff that fell. So tired, finally goes to sleep. As soon as she like lays down, she hears another like giant crash, and she's like, "What the hell?" Gets up, tries to go to the kitchen, and just sees that the entire like living room fan has crashed on the ground and shattered like minutes later after she's done cleaning this up, and the whole light fixture is just shattered. So I guess it's like a glass theme now that I'm thinking about it.
Jesus.
And then one time there was a book sitting on like my flat counter, like in the kitchen, in the middle of the counter, not on the edge, not even near the edge. It's a hardcover book, can't be like, pushed by air conditioner or something, and it just slides off like this flat surface across the counter onto the ground. Well, my cousin is like sitting at the counter and she's so freaked out and thinks that like she's the only one that just saw that and that no one's gonna believe her. But then like her fiance was right behind her walking towards her and was just like stopped in his tracks, so freaked out. And I've kind of been like super closed off to this kind of stuff. So nothing had ever really happened to me except literally the last weekend that we had the house. I was helping my mom move and like staying there some nights. And then one night after we're like done packing, I go to sleep. I'm woken up at 2 a.m. by like crying. And I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, my mom is like crying. She's sentimental about the house or something, like so annoyed. I'm like, hopefully she stops being a really good daughter. And it doesn't stop. I'm like, fine. I like get up and like all of a sudden I like walk to my mom's room and her door's open. And as soon as I like hit the door frame, I'm just hit in the face with like this smell of shit, just like poop, like just so strongly. I'm like,
oh, is there a part 2?
I hope there's not a part 2.
No, there is. There's a part 2 about number 2.
Sorry. This is Savannah from St. Petersburg. I think I got cut off. I was talking too much last time, so I'm going to shorten down the stories. I just smell, like, it just, like, hits me in the face, this overwhelming smell of shit, like, poop. And I'm like, God damn it, like, my dog probably, like, pooped in the house. I'm, like, looking for it, half asleep. I don't see anything. The smell's gone. I'm like, whatever. And I'm like, Mom. And she's, like, not answering. And then she's a really light sleeper, too, so I was like, what the heck? I walk in the room, and I look at her, and she's just dead asleep, like, not crying, whatever. Then I try to go back to sleep, and I'm, like, thinking about it, and I'm, like, putting the pieces together, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Can't go to sleep. And then I wake up in the morning, I'm like, that was so dumb. Like, I can't believe I was afraid of that. And go to tell my mom about it, and she was just, like, looks horrified, and I'm like, what? And she's like, I was not crying, like, at all last night. Like, I slept through the whole night. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So good thing that I'm never setting foot back in this house ever again. Anyways, love the show. Just wanted to share. Thanks. Bye.
So where did the poop come from?
That was just something she wanted to include.
Well, it's ghost smells. There can be ghost smells.
Well, we got some.
Do we have any?
Yes, we have emails.
Emails?
We have emails.
Let me get those emails up.
Let's go. This is from Haley. Subject line is, "It's Brittany, bitch."
Sick.
Just kidding. It's Haley again. Haley that lives
What? It's not Brittany?
No, it's Haley again, bitch. Haley that lives in her great-grandfather's house and drives tractors. Remember Haley? So I had to email back after listening to you read my email on the last pod. Thank you, by the way. You guys are honestly the coolest, and I somehow now feel like we're friends, even though we've never met. Your comments on my story definitely got me thinking. I felt blessed that you guys called me a medium. If I actually knew how I could control it, that would be awesome, and I may need to learn how. But it got me thinking about the ones who've passed on that I see a ton in my dreams in my life. I realize that so far I've only ever seen my family. I'm in my late 20s, so fortunately I haven't lost many friends and people who aren't family to the other side, except one. And now that I've started to think about it, it truly bothers me that I've never been able to see him or communicate with him. He was my ex-boyfriend. We dated for a year and we were friends for several years. We split when I moved, but we remained close. 2 years ago, he committed suicide. I always knew he had depression, but I wasn't aware of how much he was drinking, attempting to cope. His family called me when they found out, and it completely broke me. I didn't go to his funeral. Since I sent my first email, I've been trying to call him to my dreams to try to talk to him. I'm not sure if he's mad at me or why I can't find him. I don't think it's a suicide or some sort of purgatory, as I can communicate with my uncle who also committed suicide. It's weird and has been driving me crazy since I last emailed you guys. I was originally going to leave a voicemail. I've got too much anxiety for that bullshit. Anyhow, love you ladies. Keep up the great work. Honk honk Haley. Okay, interesting.
Wow.
All right. Here's an interesting one, and Melissa, maybe you'd be better at playing it on your phone, but I'll read the content of the email. The subject is: the Osbournes want to believe in puckwudgies.
Great.
Hey, I was watching the Osbournes Want to Believe on the Travel Channel, which first and foremost, I did not even know was a show. So now I feel like we have to cover that for Patreon. Like, is that going to be the new thing I start watching and covering? And they started talking about puckwudgies. Apparently, it's Jack's favorite magical creature.
Really?
Yeah, she said she recorded us a segment, and she included it in the email. P.S. You guys might need to cover the Hollow Earth theory. I already know Melissa is not going to want to do that. She only just got.
You want me to
over
lose my
Flat
shit again?
Yeah, she's still has to go to the psychiatric hospital every day. Can you play this movie or this soundbite? I don't know how long it is.
Oh, it's really quiet. So it's just Jack talking to his parents about puckwudgies.
I wonder if, remember how Daniel was talking about during the live show that his grandma had like that little creature with the
That's
pipe
what
and
someone
everything?
in the YouTube chat said, puckwudgies.
Okay, yeah, I think that could definitely be a puckwudgie.
Yeah, like a little
Oh my
pipe.
God, 100%.
Yeah.
Because they're like, because aren't they like nice to like lure people into them?
Yeah.
If it was like, I'm just a cute puckwudgie smoking a pipe, come hang out with me.
Oh my God.
I think that's something to look into for sure.
Uh-huh.
Puckwudgies and an Annabelle doll. Recipes
and a call.
doing the web crawl. It's an excerpt from Alley Time in case anyone hasn't heard Allie's rap song.
Wow, a lot of people purchasing on the shop.
A lot of people are buying the Bigfoot sweatshirt and the Bigfoot hat. Those are like the two top purchases.
Wow,
Interesting.
designed by yours truly.
Yeah.
That's great. You should do one where it's like a Bigfoot romance novel, kind of like where
Like
Bigfoot's
erotica?
grabbing a woman. Yeah. Like in a sexual way. And
then it says hashtag me too. Maria, a lot of people have bought your Scared Silly mug.
Well, there you go. Well, I think that that's maybe the first sign that this is something I should go forward with.
Yeah.
That I should start my school for wayward teens for no other reason than for the gift shop.
Oh, here's an interesting one. Skinwalker Ranch. This is from Steven. I started listening to your old podcasts again and he looked up the owner of Skinwalker Ranch via Admantium Holdings. And it was revealed in March this year to be Brandon Fugel, who is one of the most prominent businessmen and real estate developers in the Intermountain West.
Oh.
I don't think we've covered that.
Yeah, because we didn't know who the owner was when we did our episode like a year ago.
You know, I actually don't know. He might have just purchased it so that he could make this TV documentary this Skinwalker Ranch TV show.
Oh.
I don't think that he's been the mysterious person
because
who has been owning it for ages.
Well, this is from January 2020. Brendan Fugel bought the infamous Utah ranch from aerospace billionaire Robert Bigelow in 2016.
So he bought it in 2020 or 2016?
2016, but these articles are from 2020, so maybe it's a new... Because I don't think that name came up when we were looking.
No, it didn't. Well, he said it was just released, that it was the secret LLC before, and now that they've just released the name. So weird. Okay, we'll look more into that and see what's up there. From what I know, people in the occult community really hate the Skinwalker Ranch TV show documentary show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they say it's just like a lot of like fake cattle mutilation and like animal cruelty. So
here's an email from Amelia. It's called Mold. This is what we were talking about. Oh my God,
yeah, this is what we were talking about in the last episode. Let's read it.
Hey gals, bloody love you. Was listening to Allie's dad explaining that mold was good for you and totally agreed. Got it. But I'm literally such a hypochondriac I can always remind my boyfriend when he brings up mold that it killed Brittany Murphy and her husband. It's such a weird story, but could be interesting to deep dive into. Love you all, Millie. Yeah, because it was black mold, right? That they died from respiratory illnesses, with her and her boyfriend, within a couple months of each other, I believe.
But people thought it was suspicious circumstances, right?
Yeah, it's most likely mold, but I think there's kind of some questions.
The actress's sudden passing at the age of 32 left many puzzled, and her husband died in the exact same way 5 months later.
Did he continue living in the house after she died?
Oh, good question. Not sure.
Well, no, I don't see anything about mold here. Updated coroner's report was released citing anemia and prescription drugs played a role in her death. That ultimately was caused by community-acquired pneumonia.
On The Hollywood Reporter, says shocking new Brittany Murphy claim says toxic mold may have killed Star.
I say it's a mini episode, you guys.
Okay, yeah, so let's not keep going into it because we gotta save this juicy stuff for a mini episode.
This email from Sydney. I was a young Earth creationist and have some thoughts after listening to the Flat Earthers episode. Hi ladies. Thanks so much for being wonderful, hilarious people who get me through a hellish commute every day, and double thanks to listening to my story about the the Tiki Man last week. Y'all are great. I was listening to the Flat Earthers episode and wanted to write you a little something because I used to be a young Earth creationist. Starting when I was 13, the youth group at my church focused on young Earth creationism. We met every Sunday evening to talk apologetics and discuss how science proved a 6,000-year-old Earth and other nonsense that I still know but don't consider to be factual truth any longer. Years of indoctrination, though, can make it difficult to believe what's real again. Sure. During the Young Earthers episode, you mentioned that young Earthers don't believe in dinosaurs, that they say the bones are fake. This is true of some sects of young Earth creationists, but not of the belief I belong to. We adamantly set out to prove the existence of dinosaurs using biblical truth. There's a ministry, Answers in Genesis, run by this guy Ken Ham, and he is big on the existence of dinosaurs within a literal biblical context. Anyway, the arguments often boil down to inaccurate carbon dating and other things. For myself, this was a huge part of my life. Beyond my church, I studied and read to the point of writing a paper in high school about why schools should have taught both creationism and evolution, or neither.
Oy vey.
I was a fundamentalist Christian until I was about 19. At that point, I left the church for a myriad of reasons, including getting an education, coming out, etc. Being a young Earth creationist has been a huge part of my life and definitely has caused some religious trauma and overall scientific confusion. In the collection of creative nonfiction essays I submitted for my master's thesis, I included an essay about the time I visited the Creation Museum in Petersburg, Kentucky. I'm currently working on finding publication outlets for that essay and the other essays in the collection because I think there must be more people like me out there, or just people who need to know how incredibly damaging this ideology is. I found it paramount that I don't let others fall into what I wrap myself in during some of the most formative years of my life. I could say much more, but we'll leave it at that. If you're ever interested in pursuing the topic further, I'd love to talk to you more about my experience and some of the beliefs I used to hold. Unfortunately, I can still spout off random knowledge from that time in my life. My best friend thinks it was a cult. Thanks for all the joy and laughter you bring into my life. Cheers, Sydney. Wow, a former young Earth creationist.
I also think it was a cult. Creepy crawlers, dude.
Crazy.
Creepy crawlers. Do you remember those? Oh my God.
Yes. They were the edible ones too.
Yeah. It was like the original gummy worm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so fun. Let me see. Hold on.
We should get some creepy crawlers. Wow, vintage 1992 creepy crawlers workshop. Wow.
$69.99, baby. Nice. On eBay. Oh my God, this one's $150.
What?
This one's $185.
Squeeze the colored goop into the mold, or use glow goop and out pop body parts. Stomach, heart, brain. It's Graveyard Ghoulies. Graveyard Ghoulies are a creepy crawler fright, so beware of what happens at night. Creepy crawlers won't help your parents put it together like Graveyard Ghoulies small pack and glow goop each sold separately.
Crawlers.
How fun.
Wow. That we should do ads for those. Web Crawlers presents Creepy Crawlers.
Are they still a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Wait, howstuffworks.com, 10 classic toys that could kill you.
Oh my God, it could kill you?
Number 6
Tell us
is
more.
Creepy crawlers.
Tell us more.
It's an electric-powered mold that heats to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. The idea was to let kids mold their own spiders and bugs, all while breathing potentially toxic and deadly fumes.
It's an important part of development.
Yeah, it's like you're just melting plastic and like...
Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. The more we think about it, not good. Anyways, should that be it for today?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what they say? You always want to leave them wanting more.
Yeah.
Always.
My question is, do you guys have a favorite toy from the 90s, like Creepy Crawlers? I'm thinking right now, like, there was that thing. It was like, was it Light Bright, where you put the lights in there's a thing, there's the little pieces, and then you put it in the thing, and then you can make different light art or something. Yes.
That was fun.
Did you guys have a Nickelodeon flash screen?
No,
what
what's
is that?
It was this screen that you'd put up in your closet. Like, you'd go into a dark room and it was a screen, and it gave you this little like flash bulb, and basically you'd like put your hands in a weird thing and you'd flash it, and then it would, here, I'll show it to you. It was so...
Like it would create the image from a shadow on it?
Yeah, your shadow like stays in place.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Whoa.
That's
No, I did not
cool.
have that, but that's so cool.
And then you could draw on it. Do you see how you can draw on it with like a flashlight?
Holy shit.
That's cool.
I
had hours of fun.
I do not even remember this. How old are you, Maria?
I'm 21.
Yeah, so this was before my time.
Oh, that's cool. I've never heard of this, which is...
Me either. I didn't heard of it either. I didn't heard of it either.
I didn't heard of this.
I never heard of it.
What was your favorite toy, Melissa?
Well, I always wanted a dog when I was a kid, but my parents never got me a dog, but they got me this like
wah, wah.
this poodle that like you press a button and it would like bark and move its head.
You mean like the mall dogs where it was do like
Yeah.
flips?
Oh, that's kind of sad. This is sad now.
Did you treat it like a real dog?
Yes.
Did you feed it?
I also loved
Oh my God.
trolls. Little trolls with the
I
hair.
love trolls.
I would like
Trolls
I
were
love their
cool.
trolls, and I would like have the little jewels on their tummy.
They did. I liked the jewels. I wonder how much a troll doll is, much they run for these days.
Well, you loved Trolls World Tour.
Yeah.
No, that was a satanic messaging system, subliminal messaging system. Okay, shopping, trolls. Normal size troll. Ew, there's a Donald Trump troll doll. Troll doll. That's disgusting. So troll dolls aren't expensive. They're just normal, what you would imagine troll price. Troll pricing
prices.
Yeah, standard. There's been no troll. There's no troll inflation. So if you want a troll doll, it's affordable. Okay. Well, tell us your favorite toys, and we will just acknowledge you for that. I am Allie Spooktacular.
Oh, I have a good one for you, Allie.
What is it?
Allie Sea Gulp.
Seagull?
No. Seagull.
Yeah, because
Seagull.
Yeah, Seagull.
Seagull.
Ali Seagull.
Ali Seagull. Okay, now who's everyone else?
I'm trying to think.
Melissa.
Yeah.
Stepping
like a
snake.
Yeah.
And I'm producer Maria Blasucci.
That's scary enough.
Yeah, that's terrifying. No, nothing else said. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.
An Erios original.
Powered by Acast.